Okay, check it out. I got the SuperFish X-pro 2000. I got this because my eheim 3 is leaking like a sieve. It's from 2011. I've been having problems getting it going. I just planted my 400-liter tank and I need more circulation, so I just went for it. And the great thing about these is it comes with a 3-year 24/7 service, and your store does everything for 3 years, so that's awesome. So I grabbed it. Cost me 160 bucks. Say pimp your filter. Hey Pondguru, you haven't done this brand at all, but check it out. So it came with these ceramic rings that are kind of shoddy, and there are these wing ridges right here, shelves, 4 of them, where this filter tray sits on top of it. So like he said, to put stuff down there to break up the flow, grab the big muck before I do the foams from coarse, medium to fine, and then I'm going to fill up these trays. Sorry, I don't have the money. All I have is lava rock. It's not the best, but it rocks on. So this is the first part of pimping it out. Thanks again, Pondguru. This was the top tray. This sits in here. You can see has this solid little thing there. I think it's filled with carbon. Yeah, it's filled with carbon. So I'm gonna get rid of that, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, but since this is the top tray, this comes out for sure, and I'll fill it up with biomedia. And there isn't a pre-filter. Actually, I have to see how it works, because basically the water is supposed to go down this hole and then come back up the filter. So the cleanest water is supposed to come through this carbon and then come through this fine mesh right here, and they get pumped out. So we'll see what I'm going to do for that. But I figure I'll fill the thing up with biomedia, that part, and then in this tray, you know, you can look at the size. I could put a coarse, I guess a coarse foam, fine foam, just to protect the impeller from stuff. We'll see. Okay, so this is not good at all. I rinsed off the foam for this thing, and they shrunk. So now when I cut, I should have verified it beforehand, but I didn't, because it's late at night and I'm drinking beer and watching TV and listening to music and running around. So you can see there's space in between all around here. So any muck that's going to come up from the bottom is going to get in between this area. So that's totally lame. So I don't know what quality of this thing is, but now I'm going to have to cut one a little bit bigger, which is no big deal, but you know, that's the thing. So back. Okay, so I bought the black coarse foam, the blue medium, and the green fine, and it's in the eggshell egg crate or whatever you call it form, and I filled up the bottom here from coarse to medium, and then I used their 2 original things, because the blue one looks fine, and just like the white one looks fine, and since it's so thick or so deep, this tray, rather than put biomedia on it, actually I could put some plastic balls on it. But anyways, this is the mechanical filtration, and you remember the bottom I put in the ceramic noodles to grab the muck. So this should keep everything blocked, but as you can see, I have to fill in all these gaps because these things shrunk when they got wet, and that sucks. So I found these little plastic ones that I had from another filter, and I put a layer down here and then put the foams on top of it, and it's a little, it comes up a little bit above the groove that's here where the trays stack on each other. But once I get the weight of the biomedia on there, it'll flatten that down. It should be fine. So I'll let you know later. But so underneath this, at the bottom, I have the rings on the bottom of the canister. Then it'll hit here. It'll hit those plastic, they're not bio balls, but you know, they're like it. And then it'll hit the mechanical, and then we'll get the... Okay, so 3 trays. You can see 1, 2, and the third one. This is a mixture of some, I think this came with the eheim, some biomech whatever, sintered glass supposedly, lava rock from the garden, and then this one is lava rock underneath this charcoal filter thing that came stock with it, that I'm just going to leave there for the first 3 months, and then I'll take it out, cut this all out, I guess, unless they're trying to sell the whole plastic thing, which would not be eco-friendly. But anyways, I'll tear it all up and then put biomedia in it. And then that's the last tray before the pump head goes on there. And here is the bottom tray with the foams, and I showed you the plastic bio balls, even though they're in cylinder form. And then the very bottom of the inside of the canister, which has these fins right here, has the ceramic rings on the bottom to catch stuff. So there you go. And at the moment of truth, yes, I know the hoses are too long. This is the output, this is the intake, but I've been having so many problems with filters, I didn't want to cut anything yet until it actually worked. So here's the priming button. Oh, now I'm supposed to push this down, and look at that, it's filling up the canister. Or maybe not. Do it again. It's bubbling over there. Ah, there we go. Now it's spitting out air, the spray bar. It's filling up the tank, the canister. Now when I put in the lava rocks, I forgot to tell you that I pulled them out of my eheim filter over there, so that had been running off and on for a month, but I don't know if the bacteria was all dead, but I took it out of there anyways, just in case some of it was good. Alright, it's not making any noise anymore, and here we go. Oh, there we go. So, sounds like it has a little air in it. Oh, see, it's flushing out some air there. I'll let it run for a couple days before I cut the hoses, and then I'll get back to you. So there you go, SuperFish X-pro 2000 on a 400-liter tank. The fish aren't in there yet because they're in that tank till this is set up. I've been trying to get this going. I think it's cycled already, but the eheim filter was failing too much. Snails are in there, plants are in there, and I have other seeded material that I can put in there, get the canister going, or maybe I'll just let this run another month and see what happens. Anyways, thank you for watching the X-Pro. Back again 2 weeks later. You can hear it making that buzzing noise. I had to take the spray bar off because it was coming out really weak, and I couldn't tell if it was even on, and there was gurgling at the end of the pipe with water. So I put on the spout. You can see it in there shooting up towards the wall, so I can verify that the output is working. It's kind of weak. and I don't know if that's because of all the things I mentioned. I put in the 2 angelfish. They've been in there for a week. All the levels seem okay. I'm going to wait a full month because, as everyone says, patience in fish keeping is a virtue. And then I will take those 4 Bala sharks out there and put them in here. And then this tank, hopefully I won't have to mess with it anymore. But there's the SuperFish XP Pro 2000, and